Hi reader friends, it's Vanessa from The Cozy Chapter, and today I'm going to share with you my October reading wrap-up. There's going to be no particular order to these books. I'm just going to pick randomly from my stack that I have here, but I will put chapters at the bottom so you can skip around if you want to, and links for everything will be down below. All right, first up, People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. I really wanted to read this book this month just because it has a beautiful fall cover and I keep seeing it around. It's definitely one of the popular fall romances. That being said, it didn't really bring the fall vibes. The cover is beautiful and we do love it, but fortunately, since it didn't really bring the fall vibes for me, I think that you could read this at any time. You don't have to wait till next year or try to squeeze it in the next couple weeks and before you start all your Christmas reads. This is about Prue and Milo, and Prue is an introverted woman who lives in this small town where she helps her family in their shop that they have, and her mom has Alzheimer's and she's helping support her and helping support her dad. And Milo comes into town. He's from this small little town, Baysville in northern Ontario. So he comes into town to help his siblings, and he's kind of a, what would you call it? He lives in his van and he travels around and he's just kind of seems like a free spirit kind of guy. And basically he's gonna come and they're gonna have an agreement. So it's kind of like fake dating, but not really fake dating, more just like an agreement of sorts. So they start to get to know each other, and obviously, things evolve from there. It's a romance. But I thought when I first started this book, especially because I was listening to the audio, that I was not gonna love it, and that I know there have been negative reviews or just not so amazing reviews about this so far. And I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's just because he's kind of abrasive and he doesn't seem as sweet and kind of the romance character that I would be interested in reading about. But somehow throughout the book, with all the things that happen with his family and how kind he is to Prue, that I just started to really start to like him. So I ended up really liking this book. I ended up giving this book 4.25 star rating. Next, I've got Falling Like Leaves by Misty Wilson, and this is a YA book and our main characters are high school students, which made me a little apprehensive going into this book. So this is about Ellis and Cooper. So Ellis is from New York City and she lives with both her parents, but her parents are gonna go through a trial separation. So she is gonna go back to her mom's hometown, which is Bramble Falls, Connecticut. And so she spent some time there. She spent some summers there. She knows people there and her cousin lives there. She stays with her mom and then is gonna go to school in Connecticut for a year. And she runs into this barista, Cooper, who summers before they had a great summer together and they built a connection. And for some reason, he is really upset with her, but she doesn't really understand why. So that is the relationship that starts to form. Definitely a miscommunication trope there. This book has great fall vibes. It's completely centered around the fall season and festivals, and there's so many different fall elements that give you that cozy feeling about it. But I gotta say, there's a trope in this book and something that happened with the romance that just wasn't for me and I didn't enjoy it. And then in the end I was like, I don't really care. Since the fall vibes were on point, but I didn't really care for the romance, I give it 2.25 stars. Crazy Spooky Love by Josie Silver. And I'm surprised I haven't heard more about this one. I was very impressed by this one. It's a really short book, but in just over 300 pages, you get really invested in the characters, and it's not totally a romance. I mean, there is a romance plot to it, but it's a lot more about the characters and then this ghost-busting story that happens in it. So this is about Melody Bittersweet, who comes from a line of women who can see ghosts, and she starts her own ghost-busting business, and her first job is at this mansion that's being haunted by ghosts, and the man who owns it wants to get rid of the ghost so he can sell it. And she's competing with her ex, who is also a ghostbuster, to basically get this job for getting rid of these ghosts. There is also this reporter who pretty much just doesn't believe that she actually sees ghosts. That's kind of like her little nemesis. There's a good little banter between them. I just got the arc for the second one that just came out like at the end of October, so I will definitely be picking that one up soon. The book that everybody I think talked about this fall season, if you haven't read it yet, I'm surprised. But anyways, I won't go too much into this one because I put out a full vlog giving my full-on thoughts about this. I gave this book 4.5 stars. I absolutely give this book 5 stars for fall vibe. Soul Searching by Lila Sage. This one is also in a vlog, and I really like this one. This is Lila Sage's first paranormal romance. Comment down below if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's her first paranormal romance. I gave it 3.5 stars. I would definitely pick up the next one, assuming that there is one. Next is The Love of My Afterlife by Christy Greenwood. This book had its moment for a little while, and I know a lot of people were talking about it and really enjoying it, but I grabbed it, but I hadn't read it yet. I picked it up actually sometime last month, but I didn't finish it until this month. This is about Delphi, who in the very beginning of the book, she chokes on a hamburger and she gets sent to the afterlife, where she meets a man in the lobby that she has an instant connection with, but he was mistakenly sent there and gets sent back down to Earth. And she is able to make a deal with the woman who works in the afterlife that she can go back down to Earth, and within so many days, she has to convince him to kiss her, and then she can continue to live, and she's never gonna choke on a hamburger again. So this is her story, or this is Delphi's story as she's trying to find this man and find her true love and not get sent to the afterlife again. And I will say, this is not, it has romance in it, but this is not a heavy romance book. This is more about Delphi's story and about life and meaning and friendships and family. I ended up giving this book 3 stars. Next is The Grand Paloma Resort by Clavis Natera. I'm probably saying this wrong. So I picked this book up because I went to Hawaii. I've probably talked about this way too much. So if you've been watching my videos, you probably heard me talk about Hawaii, and there's a whole vlog about it. I ended up giving this one 3.5 stars. I was lucky enough to get an arc of The Merge by Grace Walker. This is a sci-fi book, and it has an extremely interesting premise. So our 2 main characters are a mother and daughter, and the mother has Alzheimer's, which I guess I read 2 books with that theme in it. And then the daughter is going to merge consciousness with her and become a combine. And the mother will be able to take on the daughter's health and no longer suffer from this. It's a really good book. I don't think you should know any more than that going into it. I really like that one. I like that one a lot. 4.5 stars. Finally, we have The Unwedding by Ali Condi. This is another book that I picked up when I was in Hawaii. It's about a woman who is on vacation at Big Sur. She is a recently divorced woman who was gonna go on this vacation originally with her husband, but she decides she's gonna go on this vacation because one of them is going to, and she doesn't want her ex-husband to go with the person he's seeing now. She goes to Big Sur, and there's this big wedding going on at the time, and I think that's all I can say. Then a mystery happens. In the beginning of this book, I was really invested and I was reading it really, really fast. I gave this book 3 stars because while it was very interesting in the beginning and it really propelled me along, the end where all the plot twists and everything was being revealed, it just kind of word vomited it at you. That is everything that I have for this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Comment a beach-related emoji below. We'll see you next time.